Good morning and welcome to my table, friends. You are arriving just in time to hear the latest tale from the Tavern League. Today, we venture out once again hot in pursuit after the Cult of the Dragon, played as part of the 5th edition D&D module, Horde of the Dragon Queen. But first, we must get our drinks, so go ahead and pour up a mug of your favorite ale and find a comfortable seat, where our heroes are already assembling. Remember to keep your wits about you within the Sneaking Paladin, as he does like to carry off drunk patrons. And so without further introduction, this is the Tavern League. Talking about talking about pink eye. All right, hello guys and gals. How are you? I am tired. That's all right. Oof. You're gonna be overtired. Yeah. Kind of a difficult time to be ready for. Still got a lot of things to kind of tie up for the encounters. I was working on that till midnight last night. Yeah, and what I have planned, I'm like certain is going to be even better. Just a little bit better, you know? Yeah. Yeah. And like yeah, it's kind of difficult cuz I want to add stuff for all the different roles to be able to do, but I don't want to double up on what already exists in the game. But I think that tank ability is going to like blow it out of the fucking water. Cuz like every time you get hit, you would be able to roll the percentile dice to see if you get to reduce the damage. And the reduction isn't a whole lot, but I mean, you get to roll dice, so. You know what? You know what? Let's watch that on stream right now. Yep. Oh god, that was so funny. Alright, what do we got in here? I think this is... No. Oops. Oh yeah. Happy. There we go. Okay. I love this. Oh, you guys probably can't hear it. I got these young whippersnappers. God, that was so funny. God, that part is so great. You guys hear me or did I cut out? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I can kill these young whippersnappers. Oh my god. Alright, back to the game. So, we got everybody. Let's see. Let's see. think we should be ready to go right off the bat. Check, check, check. Volume might be a little loud. All will be revealed in time. All right. So, thank you for coming to my table once again, friends, for the Tavern League's presentation. Right? Presentation. Oh, man. Presentation. Yeah, it's called a presentation. Been out of high school way too long. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for coming back for this latest presentation of the Tyranny of Dragons from the Tavern League. We are playing through Horde of the Dragon Queen, finally making it to part 5. The long wagon trail north to Waterdeep is just about over. So 2 months in takes them from Baldur's Gate on the coastway onto the tradeway through Daggerford, and they are 2 or 3 days out from Waterdeep at this moment. Last session, actually first before that, I'm gonna get Historian. Yeah. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, not the worst. Thought spiders. Grandpa spider doot 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 doot. Grandpa spider doot 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 doot. Grandpa spider doot 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 doot. Yeah. Okay, so we have Areva, Hawkeye, Ondar, and Freddy in contention, and we get Ondar. All right. Yeah. So, yep, I remember that. Yep. That exactly went. Yep. Okay, so got that switched. So Ondar, take notes or follow along really well, however you do it. I look forward to reading your synopsis. And we can begin with the last time on Horde of the Dragon Queen. So our party had finished their conversation with Jamna, and they were traveling along the tradeway, and they found themselves into some woods, some relatively unimportant woods of no serious note, but getting denser and thicker as they traveled in. And soon enough, they came to a part in the woods where the party noticed like there was a presence around. All of their senses were tingling, and they noticed off to the east is where it was kind of coming from. And then spiders dropped from above. So they fought off the spiders and some Ettercaps, which are like spider folk, humanoids that tend to spiders, kind of like shepherds to sheep. And the spiders were attempting to drag off some horses. Took a while, but they finally got one, and they went running off right away. And so the party, led by Ondar and Knokt, charged forth right away into the woods, and they came to a little lair where the Ettercaps and the spiders were, and they found a few more of these creatures. And after an intense battle where Knokt actually got taken down, he got knocked down because he had to dive in to keep his rage going. Knokt got knocked down, but he got up again, and you're never going to knock him down. Never going to keep him down. And so, in that fight, it's pretty hectic, kind of chaotic, trying to keep each other up and save the horse. The horse did get dragged off, and the Ettercaps were biting it and kind of trying to work their poison into it, and the horse did go down. But they defeated the creatures in the woods, and they brought the horse back to life, back to consciousness. So we go back in to present moment, where Ondar has ran forward and applied his healing to his fallen comrade and given some help to Freddy as well. Ireva and Hawkeye are up north of their position tending to the horse. They are in the spider's lair right now. Nope, the lay on hands. Yep, the lay on hands cleared the poison, but the paralysis works on the poison. So as long as you're not poisoned, you actually do regain consciousness. So you kind of see Knokt just like laying down, covered in some webbing, just opening his eyes like, kind of like you have a pink eye. Man. Oh, it did? There we go. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of touchy. And you all notice Ondar is still somewhat ragged and bleeding from a few wounds as he is walking back. Suddenly a desert pops out of nowhere. Yeah. Man, that's disappointing. I was all excited for those portals. I'm wondering... That's because I'm using the directional pad, so I'm wondering if you use the directional pad, it works. I also, on that one, it's off kilter, it's not centered, so I'm wondering if that has something to do with it too. Maybe. Alright, so you guys come back to the wagon train, and a lot of the merchants are kind of just calming their horses and everything, just kind of waiting to see if you guys make it back or not. Yeah. Edelry is now currently it would be, let's see, a little after midday, so probably 1 p.m. Edelry sees you guys approach, and she's in a downed wagon right now. The front end is down in the dirt, and she sees both of her charges, Knokt and Ondar, emerging, and she looks kind of sternly like, "Oh, well, thank goodness." And then she sees the horse, and then you just see like this wave of relief wash over her features. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, well, that is fortunate. Thank you, sir. You do very well. Shoot on. And then she goes over to see to the horse. Ooh. Freddy points a few fingers. Freddy points 2 fingers in Ondar's direction, and some healing magic rejuvenates him. Edelry responds to that, saying, yes, of course. Thank you for that, Sir Knight. So, Ondar, you can go into the back of the horse, and into the back of the... He's delirious. It would be... What's that second one from, then? You can, I think when you do, like, Healing Word, if you click on the button and then right-click, it'll do it as... It'll up the spell. Well, did you click and hold? There you go. That's better. So 8 points of healing. All right. So, if you go to your value, the little plus icon, you click that and hold it, and then you click the right mouse button. That'll add another die, or it'll upcast it. Yep. There you go. So that is a 2nd level spell slot. Ondar, you are near healed up. Alright, Edelry brings her horse and kind of ties it to the wagon, as same as Intrepid is hooked up. And the wagon caravan will be on its way. And you guys emerge from the other side of the woods unscathed for the remainder of that. Oh, certainly no issue. She kind of moves some stuff over, sits over to the side of where she is. Okay, so as you guys are traveling along once again, safely out of the woods, you see it slowly dwindling away. Edelry kind of speaks up, seeing her horse looking even more ragged. And she turns to you, Ondar. I know it's pretty soon, but we should stop. I don't know. Could one of you go speak to the beginning wagon? I don't think that horse is gonna make it much longer. It's about to collapse. So, from your memory, the runner is at the top wagon. It's one of the guards. It's the grumpy dwarven lady. All right. She's on her own pack mule right now, walking along. Turns her head to you. Eyes are a little bit narrowed in curiosity. She just kind of nods her head over like a wave. Yeah, you stopping right now would put you 2 days out. If you continued, it might take you to 1 day, but I don't make the decisions. I just pass them along. Go speak to Lai. He's that one right over there. And she points her finger to the richly dressed dwarf right here. All right. You see the green-skinned female on the back of the wagon with a female shield dwarf straddling it as guard. Lai Anguston is leading the horse right now. And at your approach, his chin is kind of turned up. And he's pursing his lips. He obviously has a very high regard of himself and looks down on a lot of other people. That's my name. Early day. We are nearly there. Team building exercise. Lad. We are nearly there. Surely the horse is in good enough shape. We can get a few more miles out of him. I have quite a bit of gold staked in this, and if you don't mind, I'm quite excited to get to our journey's end. I believe everybody is. Well, I mean, if the horse is that bad, perhaps you should just put it out of its misery. Be done with it. While he's kind of moving along at the easy pace in the wagons, he turns his head and kind of looks back as if he's gonna kind of see the wagon. Says, "How are you moving along right now?" Perhaps we just stop when it collapses. We have time to make. At this, while you are talking with this dwarven man, the female shield dwarf kind of moves up, and she interjects, "Aye, we could all do for a rest. A lot of us spent some time in those woods. Day's nearly done. There's no need to trudge on. If their horse is sick, we could take the time to feed it, and then we don't lose any time for the rest of the journey." You hear him kind of agitatingly mumble. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check. Ooh. I suppose. Go speak to the other merchants. See if it's okay by them. If we stop, we stop. Don't wish to lose any more time. And then the female shield dwarf kind of just gives you a quick nod, curt nod, and goes back. Alright, so we probably wouldn't have to like roleplay all of them. We'll say that you talk to all of the other merchants and their wagons and everything, kind of talking to them about stopping for the night, and most all are in agreement. It's not a bad idea. They're all getting kind of hungry, going to stop pretty soon to eat anyway. Might as well tend to the horse. Whoa, your guy moves fast. Yeah. I was just like, oh damn. Yep. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I think overall you probably don't plan on having huge maps. Yeah. All right, so you guys you guys are all able to stop in a little bit for your meals, and then right away Edelry kind of hops off and goes to her horse and pulls it off to the side and starts attempting to soothe it. It's looking haggard and lays down almost right away. I'll do what I can. She looks really concerned, and she's just kind of petting the horse's side right now. At, at this, she looks kind of renewed with hope. Oh, yeah, yes, if you wouldn't mind, there is a serious note of concern in her voice. Would you mind running for the druid? Yes. Yes, Hawkeye, I believe is her name. All right. So Hawkeye, you come over and you see this horse is like down on the ground, just laying there, not moving. Raspy breathing. You can just see its chest going up and down, up and down. Make me a nature check. No, this would just be a quick observation, so just a straight nature check. All right. Even with that, you know this is quite uncharacteristic of a horse. It's obviously dealing with something. Edelry is down next to it, just kind of patting it and brushing its hair slowly, trying to soothe and comfort the horse. She looks up to you. Hawkeye, at your approach, and there is a sign of relief that washes over her face. Yes, I'm not quite sure what to do. I don't have any salves or ointments, sadly. I was hoping you could help. She kind of gets away, scoots away a little bit, and then gives the animal a wide enough berth, and then, yeah, anything you can do. And she's kind of wringing her hands right now. Okay. You hear the raspy breathing, and the horse kind of picks up its head weakly and looks at you as you are speaking to it. Yes, thank you. It's my hindquarters. When you look, you see an open wound that looks like bite marks in its hindquarters. Yes, go ahead. Oh, damn. Okay, so you place your hands over the horse and you cast your cure wounds, and right before your eyes you see the wounds, the bite marks, and the slashing, the dried blood kind of start stitching itself together slowly. And just like that, um, the horse starts breathing a lot more normally. Oh, that feels wonderful. Thank you. And Edel, go ahead. Yes, I would. Oh, I love apples. Oh, I love apples. At this, Edelry kind of like sees the wounds closing right before, and then she just kind of holds herself and she's smiling. Comes over and says, "Thank you so much, Druid." She first just kind of looks at the hand, then looks at you, and then there's like a split second where she kind of thinks in her mind a little bit, but then she reaches out a hand and then shakes it, and she has a very short, strong, firm handshake, and just kind of nods her head to acknowledge you. Make me another nature check first. All right. For a druid, that's kind of weird. Yep. Yeah, it's not an issue. All right, so the horse still looks a little worn and everything, but time will tell. For now, you guys have stopped, and the rest of the caravan is kind of breaking for camp and making their meals and everything, talking amongst each other. Things seem to be safe for the moment. Ah, certainly. Edelry goes into her wagon, reaches in a bag, and pulls out an apple. She comes back. Would you care to do the honors? Oh, certainly. You saved my horse. Picks up its head and right away kind of weakly moves towards the apple with open mouth. The horse allows you to pet its head and everything while you're feeding it this apple. It's hungry, but it's not eating it super fast. Still somewhat weak. It's munching on the apple. I feel much better though. I still feel weak. There's a stinging back there. Yes, like a bee. Roll me on nature. This you would be able to get guidance on. Go ahead and roll me a nature check. Yep. Alright, 17. You are inspecting the wounds, though it is difficult to tell after them closing up. There is still enough signs that whatever poison or venom that the Ettercaps had injected into this horse is still kind of working its magic. But your knowledge not magic. It's insidious nature. But your knowledge of nature tells you that with your cure wounds and these closing up and everything, and with enough attendance, the poisons can simply work their way through the horse's system after some time. And you think that tomorrow morning, if you pay close attention to the horse, it'll be up and ready to go again. With a 17 nature, you think that you could probably find some wild herbs nearby that could help to reduce the inflammation and help mitigate the poison. So you'd have to go out in the woods and try to find those. Her hand kind of goes up to her mouth in concern. Oh, he'll be all right though. Oh, okay. 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 Yes. I'll keep watch. And then she bends down again and is petting its mane. And as she does so, you hear the horse kind of, not like a cat purr, but it just kind of like hums in comfort. Its eyes are closed as he's being soothed by Edelry. Yes. If you can find anything to take away the bee. All right, go ahead and make me a survival check. Not on this. Yeah. Because it depends on whether the herbs are out there and whether you can identify them. Oh yeah. Okay, so you're looking for some wild grasses that have a long stem with yellow flowers, and you after some time searching, probably like an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours out in the woods, you have actually found what you are looking for. These aid in like antioxidants or whatever it is. So I'm not a doctor, but yeah, these have a certain property where they help to stem the flow of poison and everything, and kind of mitigate the poisons and everything. And you're certain that if you ground these up and fed them to the horse along with like the apple and seeds and other things like that, that it would greatly reduce the insidious nature of the poison. Um, um, I might have something. Go ahead and look in the pack. There's a pack over here. Rummaging through, you find something that'll work. It's not a mortar and pestle, but you have an object a blunt object that you can grind into a bowl. All right. Alright, so you spend some time kind of grinding these seeds. Probably some apple chunks and stuff along with these flowers and everything. Then after you believe it's good and everything, you may give it to the horse. Edelry just kind of puts her hand out and waves like, "Oh no, 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 go ahead. I trust you." The horse is actually sleeping right now. It's resting. She kind of pats it lightly on the mane and kind of whispers something into the horse's ear. How long does speak with animals last? 10 minutes. Okay, so that wouldn't be up anymore, but you see the horse like kind of open an eye and then look directly at you, Hawkeye, and once it sees you, it actually like picks its head up a little bit further, and then it starts like sniffing your hand. It sniffs the bowl and then almost right away starts eating from the bowl. Takes a bite, and though it kind of shakes its mane a little bit at that, it continues to eat. All right, so with that having been done, what is going on at the bottom between Freddy and Reva? We don't want to be xenophobic. Ahoy, Freddy! You know what? I'm not quite sure. I don't really see a problem with it. I mean, everybody gets within the walls, right? You know what? I'll go see to that. And then you see Semerdag, because he was eating his dinner bowl of beans by the fire. Gets up, sets it down, and starts moseying on over. He goes up to Nyrhite, and you see them talking. Nyrhite, in his typical upright, very respectful demeanor and everything they're discussing. Nyrhite just kind of like shakes his head in like he doesn't really care, shrugs his shoulders. From a distance, Semerdag looks over to you, Freddy, and he gives the thumbs up. Yeah, he's got a big smile on his face, and you can see like his chin's his chin's wobble a little bit, and he's like super happy at this. Then he moves up to the next one. He kind of disappears off into the distance on this. It's a little harder to see, but he is talking with the other man, Lasfulro. And then after some time, Semerdag comes back. He's breathing a little heavy. Yeah, Freddy. Spoke with them. They don't seem to have an issue with it. They don't want to. They don't want to move their stuff right now, though. But they said when we get moving, I can move my wagon up in front of theirs. He looks at your hand like kind of confused. And, oh, excuse me. He goes, oh, and then kind of pats his hand on yours. All right. Anything Knokt or Ondar want to do before ending the day? All right, Knokt. Anything going through your mind? Okay. Yeah, I kind of assumed he would be back. Okay. So yeah, you guys all end the day getting plenty of sleep. You can wake up super duper early on the morrow, in which you do. I won't go through any of the I won't go through any of the watch unless you guys want to. Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys are able to finish a long rest. Bum, 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 bum. All right, no problem. So, well, a song of rest, that would happen more for a short rest, because a long rest completely rejuvenates you. A short rest is when they would use the hit die. So, okay. No, it's not that you don't want it, it's that you don't need it. Yep. All right. So, Knokt, is there anything on your mind that you wanted to do before ending the night? Ondar would have woken you up for midnight prayers as well. Oh, I thought that meant he was coming back. Okay. Gotcha. No problem. Okay. So, the next... You made your way back? Okay. On the next morning, you all hear some shouts of warning, some exclamation coming from the northern wagons. All right. All right, paying attention to the shouts, you think it's coming from this section. It's like 6, 7 in the morning right now. So it's probably like during your morning prayers, right when you're waking up. I'm sorry, what was that? Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it's like the Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name of it. Okay, so Hawkeye, as you go past the horse, you actually notice that the horse is standing up now and kind of just grazing nearby. So it looks all right. As you guys get up closer, you see that... Come on. The cultists, as well as Nuhar and Suzdeg the Pole, are in a heated debate right now. Jamna is just kind of leaning with her arms crossed on the wagon. Look for yourself. And then she just like waves a backhanded thumb point right there. Not sure. Trying to figure that out right now. She points at the group over here, and you hear shouting and even some threats being spoken. All right, as you come up, one of the cultists has a finger pointed up at Suzdeg, and he says, "Well, I know it wasn't you. You don't have any small weapons." Mind your business, druid. And then right away, Nuhar speaks up. Easy, easy, easy. Hawkeye, is it? Well, as you can see, we have quite a situation right here. It appears one of these gentlemen's companions has turned up dead on the morning. And they are accusing pretty much anyone around. I ain't accusing no one. I know it was one of you. And then he turns to regard you, Hawkeye. 'Cause there's a blade mark on the body. He was stabbed in the night. And then at this, he's looking at you, kind of scanning you up and down. You notice him taking particular notice of the kinds of weapons that you have. Well, if it wasn't you, maybe it was your friend. And then he looks over at Ireva. Yeah, the cultist. Yep, the cultist looks directly at the scabbard on Ireva. Ah, See? Right there. That could be the very blade itself. Come here, show us all. Then he actually grabs the blade and he looks at it real quick, and then he's got like one of them cocky smirks on his face. Walks over to the body, sticks the blade in the wound, and then pulls it out, and he's like, "See? Perfect fit. Must have been her." And then the other cultist takes out his blade, as well as the cultists down south. Come on. It's not letting me pick multiple tokens up at once. Yep, no problem. No problem. Okay. I would say Knokt and Ondar, by now you could probably start making your way up north if you wish. Yeah. Save your excuses for someone who cares. You gonna pay for this. And then Sulzdeg the Pole is holding his weapon at the ready. Everybody's really high and tense right now. He gets up and in your face at this. You accusing me of killing my friend? What guy? Altus 2. He says, "Nah, it wasn't one of us. It was her." And then Nuhar is speaking up as well. He's like, "Easy. We don't want to throw accusations." And you see some of the other guards are kind of moving up, sensing trouble brewing. Are you slow in the head, miss? Why would one of us kill our own? Nuhar speaks up and says, Sir, is there anything missing on your wagon? Perhaps whoever did it took something." And at this, the cultists both kind of look at each other with sideways glances, and they don't respond to that. The cultists kind of lower their weapons a little bit at this, and he says, we ain't worried about that right now." Meat. I just want to bring justice to my dead friend. We got a murderer around our midst. All right. He does a little sidestep turn, waves his hands like, come on. You know, that cocky, like, go ahead. All right, make me an investigation check. In this, you would be able to get guidance on. Yeah. All right. So you see a lot of footprints around the wagon, but you think it's likely from people crowding around the body in the morning. There is nothing, there's no footprints like leading away from or leading you to believe that there is any one set of footprints from whoever did this. And you inspect the wound. It looks to be from a short blade. It could be a long dagger or a short sword, which is why Ireva's blade probably fit quite perfectly, but that is no sure sign that it was Ireva. It could have been any short sword. And there are many along the caravan that carry such a blade. Yeah, this one. He says, yeah, this one, and he holds up Ireva's blade. Give me 1 second. At this, the cultist just kind of scoffs. I already told you, miss. It wasn't one of us. We wouldn't kill our own. It's gotta be someone else. It ain't no possibility. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's close enough in this zone that would probably be able to hear each other. And Nuhar also speaks up, says, Gentlemen, gentlemen, as you can see, you cannot just claim it to be any one weapon. That could be from any short sword. That could be a good deal number, so it is not a reason. It is not a justifiable piece of evidence. All right. The red wizard is just holding his arms clasped in front of his chest. And he's just kind of standing, observing, and he notices your glare, Ondar, and he just gets a look of curiosity on his face. It's not menacing in any way. His look is just of pure curiosity. And Cultist 3 has his weapon out, though it is at his side, and you just see his teeth kind of clench a little tighter and his grip a little firmer. No. No. It doesn't matter. And at this, the man, the unidentified one, walks up. And he clasps his hands behind his back and kind of waits for a moment when everything kind of dies down. The cultists regard him with a little bit of trepidation, kind of wondering what he's doing, what he's going to say. And he just speaks up. Friends, comrades, don't believe there's any line of questioning that can discover exactly what happens. Perhaps we should just drop this. Unless there's any information, any evidence that can be brought forth. And the cultists kind of, they don't say anything, but they just look at each other, and you can see like their body language kind of loosens up, kind of giving up what happened. He looks to Ondar without moving his frame. His head turns to regard you. Not quite sure what you mean, sir. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure if I did, I would be certain to bring to justice whatever happened. Though alas, I do not. Alright, so as this is kind of breaking up, a lot of the cultists still have their weapons, but it's kind of they're kind of just hanging limply. Sulzdeg is watching very closely, but Nuhar and the other merchants are kind of just seeing that this is done. Like, nothing really can be done. And the man that you guys all suspect to be a red wizard speaks up one more time, says, Without witnesses, it appears nothing really can be done. The gods will punish the guilty party, and I suspect life will go on. It is unfortunate, but we should be on our way. And Nuhar agrees with that. Yeah, the cultist had kind of tossed the short sword to the ground in front of you. The cultists, with their weapons limp at their sides and Knokt speaking up, they just kind of give a limp like, no problem here, and they just kind of sheathe their swords. Yeah, while you're walking by, kind of egging them on, they're elbowing each other and like whispering in each other's ears something, and it's definitely pointed at you as their gazes linger on you guys walking away. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna make a roll real quick. All right. So as you guys are walking away, Knokt and Ondar, Cultist 5 actually speaks up. He says, "You'll be taken care of eventually." And he starts forward at you, but Cultist 4 grabs him and kind of slaps him across the face before he moves forward. Make me across the face. Yep. Freddy and Knokt, you guys are close enough. Please make me perception check. All right, Knokt, you do not hear this, but Freddy, you hear the other guy as he slaps him across the face, and he says, "They'll be taken care of by our queen. You need to trust in it." All right, Ireva. So The blood on the blade, it was already kind of coagulated and congealed, so it's easy enough to get off. Though you like the edges of where the blood was is a little bit crusted on. You gotta kind of wipe it off, and Hawkeye is aiding you with this. After a little bit of time, easy enough. You managed to clean the blade of the blood, though you believe it still needs like a better cleaning to really wipe the stain off. The potential red wizard guy has already kind of moved into the wagon, and the cultists are just glaring icicles at you, Ireva, as you walk by. Excuse me. What leads you to believe that? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll insight. Sure, go ahead. Yeah. You guys suspect for no reason that Jamna is involved. Resmir? Tom in it. You don't know. Go ahead and make me a perception check. You notice that both the cultists, like, every once in a while do, like, look over and they're, like, glaring specifically at you, Ireva. Make me a nature check. And you believe that this distance away, he couldn't hear your guys' normal conversation as long as it's in like a lower tones. Any type of speaking loudly, like me talking right now, he probably could hear little bits and pieces, though it's far enough away he couldn't really tell what you guys are talking about. He would have to get closer and he would have to listen quite intently, and he does not look to be listening quite intently. He looks to be stewing in his own mind. So while this was going on, Samardag actually went ahead and pulled his wagon up. Carlin walks over and with a knowing nod and a wink, he winks at you, Ireva. Is Freddy here? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Hmm. Oh my god. Disadvantage! Disadvantage! Carlin grits his jaw, clenches it. Yes, I definitely appreciate the warning, but I understand. I'm in this with you guys, and he kind of looks to all of you in turn and says, tell me whatever you need of me. I'm here to help. We have to stop this cult. We have to. Yes, we are almost to the goal. Only a day out from Waterdeep. We might be able to even see the walls pretty soon. We'll need all the minds we can to keep track of where the cult is going within those walls. It's easy to get lost in those streets. No, it's pronounced Tomet. No, it's pronounced toilet. Oh my god, you guys. Yeah. Carlin speaks up, and he this whole time he's been kind of like wary of you, Knokt, at your mentions to take care of it quick and everything. He's looking at you with a little, yeah, with a little bit of concern, and he speaks up and says, "Though I understand the short term goals that you speak of, Master Orc, there's a wrench in that." Or there's a tool stuck in the spoke in that way of thinking. Well, we could take care of this issue, and though we've heard of the road crew up north and we could join it, we don't know where this castle is. I myself have never heard of it. It surprises me that you guys have discerned of some castle in this swamp, but that swamp is big. It's huge. You'd be having to scrape through thousands and thousands of miles, and if we take care of these, then it's going to be suspicious of anyone that attempts to join the road crew. The cultists that are already interred there will have watchful eyes on anybody that is joining, wondering who is on their tail. We don't want them to know that they are being watched as much as possible so that we may infiltrate. If we give away our position, then they will put their defenses in place, and it will be much more difficult to discover where this castle is, and therefore discover the end goal, which is a sobering thought if it has to do with Tiamat. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Carlin speaks up at this. He says, "I think subterfuge and moving about quietly is our best bet right now. Though you do bring up a good point. I'm not sure exactly how much they know of what our intentions are. As of yet, it appears to me that you have all maintained plausible deniability. Everything that has happened is pure happenstance, not that you are following the cult, but that you have just been troublesome adventurers. And I wonder exactly where their thoughts would go if you guys did follow them north. That I am not certain of, and that also poses a threat to that plan. Let Carlin says, I I hear Lord Neverember is always looking for charges to help clear the mere. There are the workers that clear the actual road and clear the swamp from such, but he's always looking for able-bodied guards. Surely we have connections everywhere. Once we get within the city walls, I might be able to attempt finding one such agent and gleaning such information. All right, surely. Carlin kind of sighs as the two men get up and leave. Well, we'll perform. I will perform what I can once we reach the city walls. Freddy, I could use your help in that too. We should be able to find some Harper contacts once within. Surely. Well, we have some semblance of a plan. Then he walks over to sit on the wagon. Yeah. And you hear the calling out once again. 5 minutes! Wagon's ready to go, 5 minutes! Starting out a little later today from the confrontation. The rest of the caravan wasn't able to prepare quite in time, but that's all right because you guys woke up a lot earlier. And as you guys look at your at your food, suddenly before your eyes, there is a little shield that appears with the symbol of Torm on its front. And then just as you guys are seeing that happen, it disappears, making you think, did that really happen or not? All right. So you guys finish your breakfast, and the rest of the caravan is getting up and gearing, ready to go. A lot of people waiting on their wagons for the sound off, and sure enough, move out! You hear it called from the distance from multiples, and then the horses pull taut on their reins, and the wagons begin to move forward. All right, so after some time of travel, you guys begin to see walls rising in the distance and a great metropolis opening up before you. The city is just sprawling out wide in front of you. The walls surrounding this impossibly big city. Nothing like you guys have ever seen before. The caravan is excited. All the merchants are kind of beginning to get giddy and everything. Everybody sees the end of this long 2-month journey in front of them. You guys want to go to the east gate or the southern gate? Okay. Okay. Let's see. You guys would probably go to the east gate. We'll go there. So, you guys follow a road weaving up towards this gatehouse. You hear talking from the other merchants about them speaking of what's called the East Gate, going into the River Gate and the Trades Ward, where they all, and you kind of hear where they're all planning on going and all this excited talk. And we'll get your token on there. And Ondar. Alright guys, congratulations. You have made it to Waterdeep. And you have all reached and you have all reached the next level. You get to level up. All right, so we can level up your characters. So once I'm done with the stream, anyone that wants to hang out, we can do that real quick. There you go. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty easy. I can walk you guys through that. So, that was the last part of session 4, basically. Session 5, getting to Waterdeep. Very well done, as always. Like, I love your guys' roleplay. I love just being able to sit back and hearing you guys talk in character and everything. It's really cool and fun to be a part of. And we will continue next Monday, same time, 10 a.m. Oh yeah, that's right. Ondar ain't gonna be here. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, let's talk about that. Maybe it might make sense just to take next week off, because there is a lot of really big story elements coming up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have no idea what was just said. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we can talk about that in the Discord, figure out what works best for everybody. If everybody gives me their available times, that would help out, because I can kind of pick which is gonna fit best for everybody. Yeah. Okay. Yep. that's another thought as well. The encounters sessions don't really look like they're filling up for this week, because I know they're at somewhat different times. Yep. Okay. Okay. No worries. We can reschedule that one, because that's the advancement stage. It gives me more time to work on it too. So. All right, guys. I will see you later. Those of you that want to stick around, go ahead, stick around, and we can get the advancement, the level up. All right. I'll see you guys. I will be right back. Let me end my stream. All right. Here we are at the end of part 4, beginning part 5 of the Horde of the Dragonwing as part of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign module for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. We are about to end a long chapter in this story. A lot of roleplay, really fleshed out the inter-party interactions. I loved this part. I was kind of worried about it, because a new DM with some new players, and the roleplay is always kind of difficult to get in, but I think they did absolutely phenomenal. I'm so very, very happy with this group. So, it is in the air when the next session will happen, but that will be announced. It gets announced in Discord first, so if you want to be in on that, make sure you check out my Discord. Go ahead and join. No problem with that. Just got to accept some rules, and then you're in. Discord is where I do all of my scheduling and everything for the stream. I also have Facebook and Twitter, which helps with that too, but to be honest, I'm kind of a boomer when it comes to that stuff. Slowly getting more into the midst. If you want to check out past sessions, watch my YouTube, as I am putting all past sessions up on their VODs with a little bit of editing. Otherwise, I have another campaign that I run in 4th edition called the Scales of War. We are doing our session this Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure to check that out. But for now, the last call has been called, and everybody is up at the bar waiting for the last round. Go ahead and tip your mugs back, down those shots, take your drinks. It is time to go home. This has been the Tavern League.